Hello, everyone. Welcome to the sivofec's second thrilling episode where we meet like-minded people. Before we proceed, let us acknowledge the traditional owners of the land and let us pay our respect to the elders past and present. Today, the sivofec's meeting is meeting Anuj, Benjamin Ranasinghe, previously known as Anuj. It is absolutely an honor to have this interview with Anuj. You will find out as we go why this is a beautiful story, um, and it touches everyone's heart. So I am asking you to stay tuned and pay attention to this. You're gonna love this, and you're gonna learn from this situation. And very much. Anuj, thank you very much for accepting my invitation, and we're really humble and honored to have you here with us with Sivofec and your openness to share your thoughts with the world and give others who are in your position or who can fall into a position a big hope is really touching our hearts. So Anuj, before we go further, do you want to give a quick introduction about yourself and then start with the story? Over to you, Anuj.
Yeah. Thank you, Asana, for having me here for the CFA. And I'm happy to come here and give my testimony regarding my journey, regarding my whole life journey. And I'm Benjamin Ranasinghe, before known as Anuj Ranasinghe. I came to Australia in 2012. Before that, in my background, I'm a philologist. I'm studied my biology at University of Canada, and I'm in 1989, the darkest period of my life. My dad was killed by non-army forces, some personnel. They came to my home and in front of me killed my dad. That's my life story is totally changed after that. But however, I am fortunate to go to the university and I obtained my degree, master's and bachelor's. And after 2012, I came to Australia. Before that time, in the various countries, I worked Sri Lanka, Saudi Arabia, and Republic of Maldives. I work as a microbiologist. I came to Australia is my main object to regarding my children. I have two lovely daughters, 18 and 17, and we came to Australia as a skilled migrants. But my mental health is so much playing on that time because I couldn't find a proper job and it's too much stress going on. That's the main reason I'm go to again to backwards. Back in Sri Lanka, very difficult to find a good psychologist. After my tragedy, my dad was killed on that tragedy day. After I not get any consultation from the psychologist, that's the main thing I had. Still, I'm suffering from that one, but I'm getting better. I came to Australia, they find out I have schizoaffective disorder. That is called schizophrenia, but it's not fine in Sri Lanka. They told I have depression. They give the medication for depression. They can understood because they haven't that facilities. And after I'm so unwell, and I am admitted to the Northern Hospital for 1.5 months. After they diagnosed, I have complex PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. After they sent me on that time, my family is broke down, and after that I'm divorced. In that time I'm totally homeless for 5 years. I'm sleeping in the rough life and sleeping in the park, sleeping in my car and in the boarding houses like that. But fortunately, God is intervening in this situation and He take me this journey. After I get in to the hospital, I released from the hospital to the prevention and recovery care. I live with there 7 weeks. After they give the medication and everything, and I getting better in that time. After that, they grant me to go to the community care units. That is 24 hours nurses and doctors there. They are caring for 24 hours, but it's residential care. I am rehabilitated for 3 years. Yeah, they give awesome things because they teach. I teach from there how as an individual face to the situation because I'm living with mental illness. Yeah, that's my story. And after that, in the especially in the Sri Lankans, they have big problem regarding the mental health because they are not going to the mental health doctors or depression, or they are going to the various things. They are going for the whatever the do the Bodhi Puja and take the Bali oil like that. But it's nearly need to address those things because I learned from my life. This is the need for Sri Lankans because they are very hesitant. They are never telling I have mental illness. I'm not hesitant to tell that because this is journey of life. But I'm in the fortunate country. This is a heaven for me because they give everything to me. And now I'm in the MBIS and I got the disability pension. But the same time, I feel before I feel guilty regarding this thing because we are in the always in the taxpayers' money. We are in the pension. That's taxpayers' money. After that, I thought maybe I'm doing volunteering. Yes, I can do volunteering. I'm now doing volunteering for Winnie's op shops, and I'm doing the winter night shelter, the homeless people in the winter night shelters, and I am work for my church. More than 12, 13 hours I am work for volunteering. But I try to find out my proper job again, but it's can't because after that doctor said I'm not to do the job because I'm workaholic. I like to work, but it's difficult to keep on the job because my hallucinations and my sometimes coming the paranoid thoughts. Now hallucination not totally because I am on the medication, and the major thing is I'm given back to the community.
Yes, that's a very touching story, Anuj. And I know personally you. We are good friends. It's a terrible thing that happened in Sri Lanka. Should have not happened to anyone. But you face this. You face the challenges. 2013, when I met you first in Australia, I thought you're good. I couldn't see anything, and then 2014 you went missing. Uh, Nobody could find. And finally, I found you. But when it's not me who I found him, it is the the fellow Australians found him. He was in a room, stuck in it, didn't come out. But his church mates found him. Took him to the hospital and got proper treatment from your psychiatric hospital. I came to see you. I remember that. So sharing the story from Anod's side is, if you are new to Australia or if you are new to a global destination, or if you're living the global destination, you're facing this, there's always hope. There's always people to help. He has a beautiful network that is helping him all the time. You got Anuj, you got all the support from the government. It's a beautiful uh, structure the government has looking after. You would have not had this opportunity in Sri Lanka. Um, and you've been looked after. You've been looked after by the society. The, the people go to your church. You know, the the connection we make is this is where sivofec come into play as well. The connections that we make and we take forward is in good spirits, doing the right thing, finding people. We can always find people in different ways. We can find people with right mentality, right attitude, or we can find with people those who are a bit away from that. Um, and also, I strongly believe if we connect with people, if we do the right thing, there will be followers for us. Um, it's a wonderful story, Anuj. And when you're going and volunteering yourself for Venice and other places, I know even you do more than that. You're going on hikes, you are showing others with your mental capacity, you still can do things. And you have been interviewed previously by some other program as well, which if you want, you can talk about it. You're a role model. You're a role model for someone who's in your shoes. So thank you very much, Anuj. And do you want to talk a little bit about the program you did before?
Yeah, actually, I did the first aid course in mental health as well as general first aid course. And several, so many Sri Lankans and all the other country peoples, I'm helping a lot regarding the mental health because they haven't any idea what about the mental health. Because mental health is one third we can see. That's the iceberg theory. Two third under the water. We can't see anything. But mental health, we can see the person depressed, but under the water there is so many things going on in his mind. That's the thing. It's sometime ending with the suicide. Not need to suicide anyone. They are born to here to live. That's the main thing. And every person need to be happy and joy in their life. That's the what the Jesus said. Every man need to be joy and happiness. That's need to be fine. And yeah, if any time you have depressed, you can call the helpline. Asang, I will asking you if you can please put the helpline and everything in the screen.
Of course, yes. We will have all that in back of the screen. So
Yeah.
we take your request seriously and respectfully. Yes, that's a very important one. I know it's available to people everywhere, but it doesn't cost anything or it doesn't make anything different by adding here. And definitely we'll do that.
Yeah. And these days I'm walking for Oxfam Trail Walker. That is 55 kilometer within a day fundraising because it's to help the third world countries. Because my capacity is walking. I can walk anytime because I have a lot of time and I'm doing walking each day. I'm walking 5 kilometers within the 1 hour. That is my speed, and that's for my mental health and my physical health. Now I am fundraising for the Oxfam Trail Walker. That is an event happening in this March 2nd in the Daniel Ranges, and it's mainly go for the third world countries. It's now I am funding to the already funding for 18 toilet utensils for the Malaysia and Indonesia, and I funding already funding for the my donors, funding for the Afghanistan for the it's called the gardening equipment for the Afghan people. That's they are doing these jobs because I'm my funders. I'm thankful to all the funders funding people to do because we are doing work and they are funding for us. Funding for not for me. That's funding for the Oxfam. Good cause.
Thank you. Thank you, Anuj. We really thank you for taking this time and, like I said, willingness to come up and talk about it to the world. This will be viewed by we don't know whoever who gives it. You have opened up. Um, we really thank you for that. It's an honor. At the same time, it's a hard interview to conduct as well. It's a story that had sadness inside, but you bring it to light and you are showing a silver lining on top of all that. So you're living your life happily now, which is fantastic. And this is what sivofec want to do as well. Sivofec want to connect with like-minded people like you, um, and then support people and also request people to give it back to. So we receive and we give it back. We can create a good society. We can create a good circle around us, and it can be very effective. But each one of us will play a part of it. And thank you very much. Really appreciate you coming along.
Thank you, Asang,
No,
for having me here.
thank you.